We've been talking about all these various Brexit developments today. We haven't really mentioned the Supreme Court, this very significant constitutional decision in its second day. What's been going on? Let's talk to Dr. Dimitrios Giannoulopoulos. Yes, I got it right. He's Director of Britain in Europe and a Senior Lecturer at Brunel University. Good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening.
What happened today then? I gather we heard the opposing case to the government. What were the points being made?
Lord Panic IQC was speaking on behalf of the respondents today, and his main argument is that there is no prerogative power. The government did not show that Parliament inferred such a power. A lot of emphasis was also placed on the point that the referendum was advisory. The government had rejected an amendment in particular that was giving legal force to the referendum. And the Referendum Act did not give Parliament any such powers. And there is a number of arguments that were made in a very sophisticated way this morning and afternoon. I think we need to realize that what is at stake here, more generally, rather than just looking at the technical detail.
Absolutely.
Is a fundamental principle of UK constitutional law that parliamentary sovereignty reigns supreme. One might say that it's very ironic for the government to fight against a principle that was that very much underpinned the whole case for Brexit. We wanted to take back control. We wanted to empower Parliament. So here is a golden opportunity, one might say, to give Parliament the final say.
Absolutely. We've been talking about the fact that there's going to be this motion tomorrow as well, and that might involve agreeing to go ahead with Article 50 and also revealing the plan. What's your view on whether it should be Parliament that discusses and scrutinises the plan?
My view is that we should move in this direction. I think it's not coincidental that we had such a strong position, expressed by the divisional court. I mean, some great legal minds there, all finding against the government. Their case, their decision was based on important constitutional case law. But I think the commonsensical, the pragmatic position dictates that we do give Parliament the final say. And it's also interesting that I think the developments that you have been discussing in your program today basically suggest that one way or another we will move in this direction, and that's what we will have in the end. We will have a discussion in Parliament. And I don't think anyone has. I do understand why the 17 million people that have voted for Brexit, might be concerned, are indeed quite concerned. They feel that the Supreme Court or the Divisional Court earlier on wanted to take away the decision from the hands of the people. So I do understand why there is concern. On the other hand, I don't think that we have had a significant expression of willingness in Parliament to not proceed with Brexit. I think the vast majority of MPs are accepting that this is what we have decided as a country, and we are moving forward in this direction. It's just a matter of fine-tuning. Of course, there is a number of possible directions that we could take if we discuss how precisely we are going to fine-tune the decision. But I think for historic and constitutional and important pragmatic reasons, we should allow Parliament to have a say.
Thank you very much indeed for that take on today's events in the Supreme Court.